So whether you're celebrating the religious festival like Hanukkah or Christmas or a more secular occasion, you probably have your own selection of rituals or customs that make the holiday season so special. I want to show you a few festive traditions from other parts of the world that may not be so familiar to you. The Giant Lantern Festival. This is held each year on the Saturday before Christmas Eve in the city of San Fernando, the Christmas capital of the Philippines. The festive attracts spectators from all over the country and across the globe. 11 barangays, which are villages, take part in the festival, and competition is fierce as everyone pitches in trying to build the most elaborate lantern. Originally, the lanterns were simple creations around a half a meter in diameter made from papel de Japón, which is Japanese origami paper, and lit by candle. Today, however, the lanterns are made from a variety of materials and have grown to around 6 meters in size. They are illuminated by electric bulbs that sparkle in a kaleidoscope of pattern. Since 1966, a 13-meter tall Yule goat has been built in the center of Galvey's Castle Square for the Advent, but this Swedish Christmas tradition has unwittingly led to another tradition of sports: people trying to burn it down. And as you see from the picture, it looks like it's made from either straw or dried hay. So I'm assuming that it's pretty easy to light that thing on fire. Since 1966, the goat has successfully burned down 29 times. The most recent destruction was in 2016. You can see the progress by an online video feed. However, I went to that online video feed this year and it was taken down, which leads me to believe it actually has been burned down 27 times, including this year. A beast-like demon creature that roams city streets, frightening kids and punishing the bad ones. Nope, it's not Halloween, but St. Nicholas's evil accomplice, Krampus. In Austrian tradition, St. Nicholas rewards nice little boys and girls, while Krampus is said to capture the naughtiest children and whisk them away in his sack. In the first week of December, young men dress up as Krampus, especially on the eve of St. Nicholas, frightening children with clattering chains and bells. This would scare the heck out of me if I ran into him on the street. This is one of my favorites. Christmas has never been a big deal in Japan. Aside from a few small secular traditions such as gift giving and light displays, Christmas remains largely a novelty in this country. However, a new quirky tradition has emerged in recent years: a Christmas Day feast of the Colonel's very own Kentucky Fried Chicken. The festive menu will soon be advertised on the KFC Japan website, and even if you don't understand Japanese, the pictures will sure make your mouth water as they look delicious, with everything from Christmas-themed standard buckets to a premium roast bird feast. Now, Japan has some of the healthiest people, and they live very long lives. I'm pretty sure this new tradition is going to cut their lifespan by about 10 years. In the 13 days leading up to Christmas, 3 tricksy troll-like characters come out to play in Iceland. The Yule lads visit the children across the country over the 13 nights leading up to Christmas. For each night of the Yuletide, children place their best shoes in the window, and a different Yule lad visits, leaving gifts for nice girls and boys, and rotting potatoes for those that aren't so nice. Clad in traditional Icelandic costumes, these fellows are pretty mischievous, and their names hint at the type of trouble they can cause. A few examples of the names include Sheepcoat Clod, Gollygawk, Stubby, Spoon Licker, Pot Scraper, Bull Licker, Door Slammer, Sky Gobbler, Sausage Swiper, Window Peeper, Doorway Sniffer, not sure what that one's about, Meat Hook, and Candle Stealer. Despite those mischievous names, I think they look adorable. Okay. Not to be confused with Father Christmas, Nicholas travels by donkey in the middle of the night on December 6th and leaves little treats like coins, chocolates, oranges, and toys in the shoes of good girls and boys all over Germany, and particularly in the Bavarian region. St. Nicholas also visits children in schools or at home in exchange for treats or small presents. Each child must recite a poem, sing a song, or draw a picture. St. Nick often brings along farmhand Rupert, a devil-like character dressed in dark clothes, covered with bells, and a dirty beard. Farmhand Rupert carries a stick or a small whip in hand to punish the children who misbehave. I'm not sure I like the German tradition. Norway. Perhaps one of the most unorthodox Christmas Eve traditions can be found in Norway, where people hide their brooms. These have got to have the smartest women on the planet. It's tradition that dates back centuries to when people believed that witches and evil spirits came out at Christmas time looking for brooms to ride on. To this day, many people still hide their brooms in the safest place in the house to stop them from being stolen. Okay. Love Christmas, but think it can be improved by a spot of rollerblading? And the answer is yes. Visit Caracas, Venezuela. This year, every Christmas Eve, the city's residents head to church in the early morning. So far, so normal. But for reasons unknown only to them, they do so on roller skates. This unique tradition is so popular that roads across the city are closed to cars so that people can skate to church in safety before heading home to the less than traditional Christmas dinner of tamales. Little Candles Day, also called Dia de las Velitas, marks the start of the Christmas season across Colombia. In honor of the Virgin Mary and the Immaculate Conception, people place candles and paper lanterns in their windows, balconies, and front yards. The tradition of candles has grown, and now entire towns and cities across the country are lit up with elaborate displays. Some of the best are found in Quimbaya, where neighborhoods compete to see who can have the most impressive arrangements. In wintry, wonderful Toronto, the annual Cavalcade of Lights marks the official start to the holiday season. The first cavalcade took place in 1967 to show off Toronto's construction of City Hall and the Nathan Phillips Square. The square and Christmas tree are illuminated by more than 300,000 energy-efficient lights that shine from dusk until 11 p.m. on the new year. On top of that, you'll get to witness spectacular fireworks shows and engage in some outdoor skating. So what are some of your favorite Christmas traditions? However boring or adventurous they may be, I hope they bring joy to yourself and to your family this holiday season. Merry Christmas.